Hello friends, and welcome back to our cozy corner of stories and life lessons. Today we're diving into a heartwarming tale that might just change the way you see the world. A story about kindness, bravery, and how even the smallest acts can spark the biggest happiness. So grab your blanket, settle in, and let's journey into the world of a wooden toy with a heart bigger than anyone expected. In a quiet little town nestled between the whispering woods and a gentle river, there was an old toy shop. Not many visited these days. The walls were lined with wooden toys, hand-carved by a kind old toy maker named Mr. Everwood. Among the shelves stood a small wooden toy, a little boy-shaped log with big, curious eyes, a blue painted shirt, and polished little boots. His name was Benny. Benny had never left. One night, a wild storm rolled in. Thunder cracked, the wind howled, and the rain pounded against the toy shop windows. That's when Benny heard it, a soft, frightened whimper. Outside, soaked and shivering, was a tiny creature, a baby fox, no bigger than a loaf of bread, lost and afraid. Something stirred inside Benny. He couldn't move on his own, but that night, something magical happened. The toy maker's kindness had soaked into every... Benny opened the door and braved the wind and rain. He gently picked up the shivering baby fox and carried it back inside, wrapping it in a soft cloth from the sewing basket. He made a nest of yarn and thread spools, carefully placing the little creature there. As he watched it fall asleep, he felt something incredible. Happiness. Not the kind you get from receiving, but the kind that comes. The storm had passed, and golden morning light filtered through the window. Mr. Everwood entered the shop and was surprised to find a trail of tiny, wet footprints, and Benny standing beside the little fox. He didn't question the magic. He just smiled. "Well done, little one," he whispered. The fox wept. Over the next few days, the fox grew stronger. Benny and the fox, now named Tilly, became the best of friends. They explored every inch of the toy shop together, playing hide and seek among the blocks, sliding down ribbons of fabric and sharing stories by candlelight. But one day, Tilly heard the call of the forest. It was time. That afternoon, Mr. Everwood placed Benny in a little satchel and Tilly carried him back to the woods. It was a long journey, full of challenges, crossing streams, avoiding owls, and hiding from shadows. But Benny never gave up. He was no longer just a toy. He was a friend. Finally, after days of travel, they found Tilly's family in a hollow tree surrounded by sunlight. Tears welled up in Benny's wooden eyes. It was time to say goodbye. As Benny was gently placed back in the satchel and returned to the toy shop, he felt something warm inside. He hadn't changed the whole world, but he had changed Tilly's world. And that was everything. Kindness doesn't have to be loud. It doesn't need applause. Sometimes it's a quiet action. A warm blanket, a helping hand, a friend when... So next time you see someone in need, remember Benny. Remember that kindness, even in small ways, can create big happiness. And you, yes, you, have that power inside you right now. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful journey. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like,